Today we're gonna open this brand new Ohuhu markers that we've got. It's the landscape tones. I opened the box, but I look into what's inside this box. So there's like a little information about the different Ohuhu markers. So they have different tips. There's brush, the supreme brush, chisel, slim, fine, soft, chisel, trinib, and wide. There's different brands that they mention and different colors that they have in their products. And then this box comes with this sheet pad that you can put between your coloring sheets to prevent any bleed through when you're coloring. And then it also comes with this Ohuhu colorless blender. It's packaged very well. And then here's our box. It's a 60 pack. Take it out of the box. So this is it. I originally chose this because of the colors, and it would be great for our new book that we are going to release. It has a lot of colorful scenes on the beach, and this would be a great palette to have to color our new coloring book. And we're gonna open it. I think you just have to open it like this. And then it comes with a color swatch, and it tells you the numbers and then the name of the colors. So, this is a good swatch because it's cardboard, but you also want to swatch it on a regular Amazon paper if you are going to use a coloring book that's printed through Amazon. So we're gonna pop this. There's a styro here. Okay, yep. Can pop it, and it comes with all these wonderful colors. I can see there's lots of. I'm just gonna move this box here. It's a lot of blues, shades of blues, greens, and earth tones. There's a few pinks that you can use for the sky, and a few purple ones, but it's mostly blue and greens. I can see a lot of greens, and the browns for the earth tones, and beige, and I'm excited to use this. This box is pretty sturdy. It's plastic, but it's really solid, and it's really handful. If you're gonna color, you can just put it that way, and then so your markers are in a horizontal position, and it's supposed to be better if you do it this way. And then we're also gonna swatch these on a regular Amazon paper, which a lot of you are coloring through the coloring books printed in Amazon. And this is our newest workbook, coloring workbook that we have published. So there's pages here where you can do color swatches. So we're gonna do some color swatches here. So we're gonna swatch these first on the color swatch paper that it came with. So we're gonna look at the numbers here, and we're gonna do some swatching. Okay, so Y295 is barium yellow. So it's actually positioned really well because these are like the first colors here, and so Y295 is here, Y2961 is here, and Y696 is here, so it's not hard to find them. This is a chisel point. This is Y295, the barium yellow. It's quite nice. And the other side is a fine point. So for a detailed color. Right now I'm just going to use the chisel because it just fits well with the size of each color swatch. It's important to swatch it because like you can see the difference with the swatch on the paper and the color on the cap. They're very different. So here we're going to do the color swatches on the book that we have here. It is made of a thinner paper, like Amazon printed book. And so I already labeled the numbers of the markers, and I just put a note, landscape tones, to tell me what the color markers, the set of Ohuhu markers that is in this swatches. So I'm going to do that and make sure you have a protective cover behind it. And I think this cover is just perfect. If you take a look, this is the cover. It just covers this part which the markers would go. So I think this size is good for the pad. So let's gonna swatch it here. I just took out 5 markers so that it's easier rather than getting one thing at a time. One thing that I also noticed with this box is that it's super tight, so it's hard to put it in the same position where it originally are arranged. So you kind of, I would prefer if they would have like different divisions for each line for the markers. Like as you can see, like this is for a 3 layer of 5 markers, and it's just only one like partition. It would have been better if they had like divisions for each 5 markers. If that makes sense. It's easier to take it in and out. So that's my only comment on this box. So even though I took this 5 out, I still kind of like put them in the same position as it would have been in the box. So see, Y295 is here, 691, and then so forth and so on. So I'm gonna try this tip, this fine tip. I do like how these markers have been. They color pretty good, no streaks. $2.95. So I'm gonna use this. So there's a few here that I noticed, like the deep green, like this deep green 6,840 and this 6,850, the forest green. They look so identical, like it's very hard to see the difference. I mean, there is a difference if you take a look at it very well, but I guess it's good if you're trying to blend the different shades. I'm gonna try to color the trees here. I'm gonna use this to highlight this part of the trees. I'm using Hunter Green G458 for this. So I like this chisel side of the tip. So one thing that I noticed on the listing of this product on Amazon, that there's different broad tip between Kaala and Ohuhu, and this is the Kaala. The Kaala has a slim broad tip that is thinner and longer than that of the Ohuhu. So this something to consider. I kind of like this longer, thin tip. They're good for like small details as well, like what I'm doing right now. So I'm just coloring the tree here on the sides. See how this look after putting the other color. See how it blends. Okay, now I'm gonna use this vivid green. I'm just gonna do this colored over. Just coloring the big part. Oops. And then I'm gonna use this smaller tip for the smaller details here. I think that's good for blending this also when it's still wet. Then you could blend it better. Alright, so the pros for this is this set, this landscape tone 60 pack. It costs I believe it's $31.99 for a 60 pack. It does say that it's a refillable 8 for a lifetime, so I don't know how that works, but I guess if you go to their website you can learn more. And it dries instantly, and it's pretty good grip, like it's ergonomic. It has this convenient carry case, so it organizes the markers, and you could see can have an idea what colors they are, because it has a colored cap, and so far it's really good. I highly recommend it. So, and especially if your coloring book has a lot of like landscape sceneries, this is a really great set to have. So some lighter colors dry slightly darker, I think. So this is the swatch that I did for the thin paper, and like this is the swatch for the cardboard. So it actually looks a little bit different on the cardboard. Like here on the cardboard, the Y360 is lighter than this one on the paper. So you have to take consideration of the paper that you are coloring in when you use this markers. And then, so this is my final product for this. This is my final art, if I may say. It's a fantastic choice for beginners and pros alike. So if you love drawing nature scenes, this is a good option worth checking out. And what do you think? Have you tried these Ohuhu markers? Are you a fan of this brand? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more art reviews.